Imagine a place where golden clouds part at dawn, not to reveal a mythical castle, but a structure just as magical, its domes and minarets reaching for the morning sun. This isn't a scene from a fantasy film. This is the Hagia Sophia, the great church, a timeless wonder that has watched over Istanbul for more than 1500 years. Welcome, history lovers and curious minds, to a journey through the heart of one of humanity's most breathtaking architectural achievements. Today, we're not just looking at stone and mortar. We're uncovering the soul of a city, a story of empires, faith, and the enduring power of beauty. Join me as we explore the eternal echo of Hagia Sophia. Our story begins in the 6th century, in the bustling heart of Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. Emperor Justinian I had a vision, a dream grander than any before him. He sought to build a cathedral that would surpass even Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, a testament to divine glory and imperial power. The architects he chose, Isidore of Miletus and Anthemis of Tralles, were not mere builders. They were scientists, mathematicians, geniuses who dared to defy the known laws of physics. Picture magical blueprints unfurling, not with ink, but with light, sketching out a dome so vast, it seemed to hang from the heavens by a golden chain. For 5 years, 10,000 workers toiled day and night. Marble was brought from every corner of the empire, green from Thessaly, yellow from Syria, and porphyry from Egypt. The air hummed with the sound of chisels and the shouts of foremen. When the final stone was laid in 537 AD, the world held its breath. As Justinian stepped inside for the first time, he was said to have whispered, "Solomon, I have surpassed thee." He wasn't wrong. Inside, a celestial light filtered through 40 windows at the base of the dome, illuminating a golden sea of mosaics. It was more than a building. It was a microcosm of the universe, a slice of heaven on earth. For nearly 1,000 years, this was the center of Orthodox Christianity, the stage for imperial coronations and sacred rituals, its very walls saturated with prayer and song. Then, in 1453, the winds of change swept across the Bosphorus. The city of Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Sultan, Mehmed the Conqueror. A new era dawned, and with it, a new destiny for the great church. But this wasn't an act of destruction, it was one of transformation. The Sultan, awestruck by its beauty, immediately declared it a mosque. Imagine watching as, over the centuries, four elegant minarets rise around the structure, not like impositions, but like slender trees growing naturally from the earth, reaching towards the sky. The call to prayer now echoed from the same walls that had once resonated with Byzantine chants. Inside, another beautiful metamorphosis took place. Instead of covering the magnificent Christian mosaics, a delicate process of preservation began. Plaster was carefully applied over them, and the vast interior spaces were adorned with a new art form, monumental Islamic calligraphy. Giant circular discs bearing the names of God, the Prophet Muhammad, and the early caliphs were hung from the pillars. Look closely, and you see the story of two worlds meeting. Seraphim angels with covered faces share the same high corners with intricate geometric patterns. The Virgin and Child mosaic in the apse looks down upon the mihrab, the niche indicating the direction of Mecca. It became a unique space where two of the world's great monotheistic faiths didn't just coexist. They intertwined, creating a visual dialogue that speaks volumes about respect and adaptation. Hagia Sophia was never just a spiritual sanctuary. It was the thrumming economic heart of the city. Step outside its grand doors, and you re-swept into the vibrant chaos of the markets that have surrounded it for centuries. Close your eyes, and you can almost smell it. The intoxicating aroma of shimmering spices piled high in colorful cones: cardamom, cinnamon, and saffron. You can hear the rhythmic clatter of artisan workshops and the lively chatter of merchants haggling over prices. The Grand Bazaar and the Spice Bazaar, both a short walk away, were the final stops on the legendary Silk Road. Caravans that had traveled 4 months would arrive here, their camels laden with treasures from the east, glistening silks from China, intricate carpets from Persia, and precious jewels from India were all traded under the watchful eye of the Great Dome. This wasn't just commerce, it was a cultural exchange. Merchants from Venice, Genoa, and across the Arab world mingled with local artisans and traders. Ideas, stories, and technologies were exchanged along with goods. The wealth that flowed through these markets funded the empire and contributed to the upkeep of Hagia Sophia itself, ensuring its splendor continued to inspire awe. The building was a magnet, drawing people and prosperity, a silent partner in the city's economic life. Its presence a guarantee of stability and prestige. The pulse of the empire could be felt right here, in the shadow of its greatest monument. Beyond the realms of faith and finance, Hagia Sophia fostered a unique social harmony. It was more than a landmark, it was the city's living room. In the courtyards and nearby tea houses, you would see a beautiful tapestry of humanity. A Christian pilgrim, a Muslim scholar, and a Jewish merchant might find themselves sharing a small table, sipping fragrant Turkish tea from tulip-shaped glasses. They would discuss philosophy, share news from distant lands, or simply watch the world go by. The building itself seemed to encourage this. Its sheer scale and undeniable beauty had a way of humbling everyone, reminding them of the shared human desire for transcendence and connection. It stood as a symbol not of division, but of what could be shared. This spirit of tolerance and coexistence is woven into the very fabric of Istanbul. The city has always been a crossroads, a place where different cultures, languages, and beliefs have met and mingled. Hagia Sophia is the ultimate embodiment of this identity. It has been a church, then a mosque, and in 1935, it was transformed once again, this time into a museum by the founder of modern Turkey, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. This was a gift to the world, a declaration that its heritage belonged to all of humanity. It became a neutral ground where people of all faiths and none could come to simply admire its art and architecture, to feel the weight of its history. Hagia Sophia is not a static monument, sealed off from the world. It is a living, breathing entity, deeply connected to its environment. Its massive stone walls absorb the city's heat in the summer and radiate warmth in the winter. It seems to breathe with the rhythm of Istanbul, its mood changing with the light. From the soft pinks of sunrise to the deep purples of twilight, the sounds of the city, the call of seagulls, the horns of fairies on the Bosphorus, the distant hum of traffic all filter inside, mingling with the whispers of visitors. The gardens surrounding it, once part of the imperial complex, are lush green oases, offering shade and tranquility. Here, ancient plane trees, witnesses to centuries of history, provide a home for birds and a quiet refuge for people. This connection to nature and the urban landscape is part of its enduring magic. It doesn't dominate the city, it completes it. From any vantage point, its silhouette defines the skyline, a constant and reassuring presence. It is a part of the natural cycle, weathering storms, basking in sunlight, and growing old gracefully alongside the city it serves. Standing within its walls, you feel a connection not just to history, but to the very elements, to the stone quarried from the earth and the light streaming from the heavens. It is a masterclass in how architecture can be in harmony with its surroundings, a lesson as relevant today as it was in the 6th century. As night falls over Istanbul, the Hagia Sophia takes on its final, most mystical form. Bathed in a warm, golden light, it stands against the starry sky, a beacon of continuity and a world of constant change. Let's picture a lone chronicler, a keeper of stories, sitting in its shadow. He has spent his life studying its secrets, and now he closes his ancient, leather-bound book. The story is not over, it's just paused, for the legacy of Hagia Sophia is not confined to the pages of a book or the halls of a museum. It lives in the heart of every person who has ever stood beneath its dome and felt a sense of wonder. It is a legacy of architectural daring, of artistic fusion, and of human resilience. It reminds us that buildings can be more than just shelters. They can be poems written in stone and light. It teaches us that cultures can blend in beautiful and unexpected ways, and that what we build can outlast empires. Even with its recent conversion back into a mosque in 2020, the layers of its history remain. The Christian mosaics are still there, now revealed and concealed by special curtains during prayer times, continuing the dialogue between faiths. The eternal echo of Hagia Sophia continues to resonate, a timeless melody of faith, art, and the enduring spirit of humanity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you've been inspired by the story of this incredible place, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the heart of history. Until next time, keep exploring.